Hello, and welcome back to Trinity Code's instructional videos on WordPress. What we're going to do today with this site that we're building, and again, we're building this site with WordPress and a Woo theme called Artificer, which you can download for free at woothemes.com to use for this tutorial. If you want to know how to do that, go back to the tutorials, my previous tutorials, and I go through how to get to this point that we're at right now. Okay, now today what we're going to talk about is adding a blog page to your website. Now, most people with their website, the main elements that I always add are a home page, a contact us page, about us, and a blog page. Those are four really main elements. So let's add that. It's not as difficult as you think because WordPress is set up to be a blog. So let's go to screencast and then dashboard. Okay. Now we're in the dashboard. We're going to add a page. So we're going to go to add new, and we're just going to call it blog. Okay. We're not even going to put anything in here because it'll automatically fill this with our posts. Okay, right down in here we want to go to template blog right here. Now this template should focus exactly what we want it to do, with just put our posts in it. Okay, so we want to update that, or publish that. Okay, now number one thing is we need some posts. So let's go to posts, add new, and we'll add a new post. So post number 1. There's already one post in there, but let's go. This is a post for this screencast. Okay, and then right here, let's upload an image for it. You know, it's funny. You can upload an image for it, or you can use a featured image. It's kind of several different things we can do there. So let's just take this photo that I got the other day and put that in here. Okay, medium 294 by 300 is fine. I want this to be floated left though, and then save the changes. Floated left means that the post will wrap around it like this. If it was floated right, the image would be over here and the text would wrap around it like this. Okay, so let's save those changes, and then we'll go out of this. Okay, now we have one post. Let's publish that post. I didn't put an image there. So let's just cover our bases and hit that as well. Set that as the featured image. Okay. Now let's publish it. Okay, now also with their posts, let's create a category. So let's just add a new category right here. This is your category. So this is for we'll just call this category screencast posts. Okay, I'll show you why this is so you can separate your posts out into different categories. Parent category is none, and then we'll add that. Okay, and then we can uncheck this uncategorized one. Okay, so for right now, we're going to leave this as it is, and then add a couple of tags. We're going to say that this is tags is post, and you separate them by a comma, and then I'll add a bunch of them. Post 1, and then screencast. What are tags? Tags are what somebody will search for in your search bar, which we'll get into at some point. And if they want screencast, if you want to search for screencast in your website, you need to have a tag that says screencast that's with this post, so that they can actually find this one. Okay, now I'm just going to copy this for right now and then update this. Okay, and now we're gonna do another one, so we're gonna go add new. Number 2, and then just copy that in there. Set the featured image to this. Set the featured image. Okay, right there. Click the same category. Put tag as little deer and screencast. Okay, and add those. Okay, now we're going to publish it. We have 2 posts in this category. There's also one that WordPress adds automatically. So let's go view our blog page. Actually, we need to add it to the well, if we go here, let's view our site, and I'll show you what I'm going to do right now. Right now, how are you going to get to your blog page? There's no way to access it unless we put another button here. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard. Actually, we can just go right to here, menus, or we can go to the dashboard and we can go to appearance, menus. Whoops. If we can get it to go there. Okay. Now this is the menu that we're using, main links right here. This is our primary menu. You can have a couple more, which we will add to the sidebar in one of them. So let's go to blog. We want to add this page to our links over here. Okay, so we're going to add it to the menu. Pops up right here, like this, and this is okay. So screen class. Okay, now we save the changes here right there. Now when we go to visit the site, it has a button here called blog. We just added that to the menu. Now I can rearrange these however I want just by going back into that menu and just dragging and dropping them. Okay, so let's see what our blog page looks like right now. This is what happens. See, this is the one that this is the post that WordPress automatically adds. Okay, this is another one that came from Woo Themes. This is post number 1 and post number 2, which I just created. When you create a blog page and you assign it to the blog, when you pick the layout, the template, okay, page layout of blog, it automatically picks up all of your blog posts that are in your whole thing, your system. See, this is uncategorized. This is where the categories are. Puts them all down there from the newest to the oldest. Okay, that's automatically what it does. Now I'm going to restructure this a little bit, and I'm going to see if we can get just the posts from this category on there. Now, if you can see, we don't even have to set this up. With WordPress, it automatically does this. You can continue to read this. You can click on it, and it shows your post right there. Okay. With the comment area, everything is done for you. That's why we use WordPress, so you don't have to mess with all that programming. You can go back to your blog and see all the posts. Okay. So we're going to see if, personally, we're going to see if we can just get the category screencast posts right here. Okay, so let's go back to dashboard. Okay, and now in any Woo theme, you have these options right here. So if you go to Artificer and then theme options, any of their themes have these theme options, and so you can get a little bit more, well, what do you say? You have a little bit more control over what happens. Okay, so let's do this now. The main layout. Now I went into theme options, and I went to layout options. Okay, and most of their themes have that layout options thing. Right now we have the sidebar on the left, which I personally, for some reason, just don't like as much. So I'm going to change the main layout, meaning the default layout for every page that has a sidebar. I'm going to change it to sidebar on the right. Okay, and then I'm going to exclude categories. Uncategorized. Make sure I spell it right. I'm going to exclude that from the blog page. Okay. So let's save the changes, and then we'll go back and view it. Okay, now let's view the blog. Now notice our sidebar is now on this side instead of the other side, and that did not work. Possibly because I didn't capitalize that. I'm just going to go back. I just copied that so I can make sure that it's the category that I exclude, because I misspelled it as well, is exactly right. And save your changes. Okay, now it should be, cross our fingers on this, there. Now only the posts that I put in well, actually all the posts in every category except the ones in the uncategorized category will be shown here, okay, right now. And that's how to set up your blog page. In the next tutorial, we're going to get into how to set up this sidebar a little bit more so that it shows only what you want it to show, okay. Well, thank you for joining us, and if you have any questions, again, go to trinitycodes.com, contact us, and you can ask me questions about what we're doing here, or how to do a specific step. And thanks for watching. Go to trinitycodes.com to get one-on-one WordPress instruction, or sign up for one of our live online classes.